Hello, hi, how y'all doing? Guys, welcome to MyTube, the show where I talk about my life stories and share my life experiences. Right off the bat, I wanted to tell you all, I'm very upset. I'm very disappointed. I'm not in the good mood as far as this goes. You see right this here, activity tracker. I had it for 2 weeks. It's been 2 weeks and 2 days. So about 2 weeks since I had this. And it's worked pretty good. No issues with the band. It counts my steps. Tells me the time and date, how much calories I burn, how many miles of steps I walked a day. It keeps track of all that. That is what's this for. But you gotta connect it Bluetooth style to the app on my phone, and that's where lies the issues. I predicted this. I knew beforehand. You see, guys, before I get to my point, I know technology is not reliable. You cannot rely on technology. It will let you down. It will. And because of that, it was always in my head. The app's gonna fail. It's gonna lose data. I knew in the back of my mind every day I would check to make sure all the data of the past that's supposed to save on the app, all the step numbers and data is supposed to save on the app. But I know I have history with technology. I've been alive for 30 years. I know, trust me. I've dealt with technology failing for years and years, guys. I know technology you cannot count on. You can't. I never. And I knew it was going to happen. The data, some of it got lost. Last night, I looked at the app, just like I did every night. At the end of the night, when it's 12 o'clock and we start the new day, and the step number go to 0, because it's the start of a new day at midnight. And I look at the app, make sure all the data is there for the past, from the 28th of December, which is the day I first used this, day I first bought it, that night. From the 28th till today, January 13th. I looked at the data, but guess what? The data, some of it is gone. The data from the 28th to the last week's Monday has been deleted for whatever reason. I didn't delete it by accident. It's just gone. It disappeared. It's nowhere. It's gone. All that hard work of data is gone. I walked it. I had the numbers. I worked so hard walking every day in the park. Walk to collect this data and have it on the app. But it's gone. For the first two, it's gone. The first couple days of my walk data is completely gone for no reason. No reason. Why? I can't get that data back. I cannot get the data back. And I knew in the back of my mind something was gonna happen. It's gonna screw me over. I knew it would screw me over. I knew that data would eventually be lost because technology always fails. Technology cannot be depended upon. Apps always have glitches and errors, and I knew what I kept telling myself, it's gonna happen. It's gonna happen. Data's gonna get lost. It's gonna happen. Data of all that saved numbers that I've been walking for days and days. Like I said, I had this since December 28th till today, January 13th. And the data from the 28th all the way to last Monday, which is the 7th, if I remember correctly, all that is gone. All that data is gone. I don't have it. I don't have it. So now in the back of my mind, I'm like thinking, well, what's the point? What's the point of calculating the steps information if it could be lost again? What's the point of keeping it? What's the point of still keeping on with it? So now I don't have the data, because what I would do is compare, and this is how I know I wanted to compare when last night finished, right? When Sunday night concluded, I wanted to compare my final number steps from yesterday to the previous Sundays. I wanted to compare to see, did I do more on this Sunday than I did the Sunday prior. I wanted to compare data. I wanted to see on which Sunday I did more than what Sunday, but now that data is lost and I'm not able to do that. So now I have to do more. Now I have to get my paper and write my data on a paper because the app is not reliable. What's the point of the app if it's gonna be removed, the data? Who knows? It could happen right this minute after I've stopped taping this. I can go and check and maybe more data is lost. Who knows? But now I have to keep files on paper about this data. It shouldn't be that way. What's the point of the app? What is the purpose of the app if data's gonna be lost? What's the point? And then my wife, after I told her I was upset and depressed or whatever, right, about it, disappointed, she said, well, maybe it's one of those things where if you want to keep your entitled data for forever, then you probably have to pay, for the app to do that. Maybe you went over so much step counts, you did so many steps, that is too much data, you passed the limit. You passed the limit. And it's not just me. If you remember, I got her the same activity tracker for Christmas. So she had hers at least 2 to 3 days before mine. And she lost data from the day she started till the 2nd of January. She lost data as well. So it's not just mine. It's not my app. It's the whole thing. And she might have a point. It might be one of those gimmicks where it's like, if you want your entire data saved forever, for years and months, you have to pay a fee of the app. I don't know. It doesn't tell me that. You should have let me know so I can know before I start using the app. I don't know. But I hate it. It's annoying now. Now I need to think to myself, write this all down, put it on paper, document it yourself, because you can't rely on the app to do it. You can't. And that, to be honest, that pisses me off. It upsets me. Oh. It upsets me, y'all. It's not right. Technology, for all its worth, it's not as good as you think. It's not. It's completely useless when you want it to. Like, you always have glitch and error. There's always messing up, and technology is always screwing with you. It's always messing with you. It's always messing with your expenses. It's laughing at you. It's screwing with you, trying to mess up your life and everything. You know what's reliable? Paper. For all the expense you buy technology, paper is more reliable because once you write it on paper, there's no errors on paper. The data's there. It's gonna stay there until you toss it on the trash, but it's gonna stay on the damn paper. There's not gonna be a glitch. There's not gonna be an error. There's not gonna be any of that bullshit. The paper will keep that data, no if and buts. It will not act. There's no glitch to it. So for all the expenses that technology is, it has nothing against paper. Paper is more advanced. In the year 2020, technology is laughable to me because technology cannot do what paper can. Paper, you don't lose your data. It's there forever. You have the paper documented, and that's it. It's there. You write it with a pencil, marker, crayon, pen, what have you. The data is there. It does not have a glitch, and it does not do error or bullshit. You don't have to go with the frustration of it. Which is why I always been an old school guy. I've always preferred to do everything on paper because technology is not reliable. For all the expense everyone spends on technology, it just gives you a headache and makes you more frustrated at the end of the day. So F technology, right? Dreams. I had some weird dreams. First of all, before I tell you the recent dreams I had, let me tell you dreams I had years ago. I remember this was, I think it was in 2013, but I remember I had the same dream over and over and over again, night after night, or morning after morning, because at this time that I'm talking about, sometimes I stay up late and I wouldn't sleep till 7 or 8 or even 10 in the morning. I'm being honest. But whenever I would sleep, whether it be night or mornings, every single day I was having this repeated dream. And the dream is that we're in a vehicle, we're in a car, um, and it's my sister driving, my oldest sister. Then it's me, my brother, and then our other sister. My mom is there too in the car. We're driving around inside a cemetery. It's not even the local cemetery from here. I don't know what cemetery it is. I have never seen in my life. But it's inside a cemetery, right? It's a cemetery that doesn't have a fence or gate. And we're driving around the cemetery at night like it's a normal, casual thing to do. We're talking and laughing while we're in the car, having laughs like, family does. Eventually, we park the vehicle, we get off, and we're just standing around casually talking like it's nothing, like we're not in a cemetery. It's like we're at our own backyard, basically. It's strange, guys. It's strange. Then, always at this point of the dream, I would turn around, and as soon as I turn around, there's like this monster ghost combination thing that's like about 10 feet away from me, 10, 12 feet away from me, passing by. And when I turn around and notice that I noticed it, so it charges towards me, and when it reaches like it's about to attack my face, I wake up. And it's this same repeated dream I had over and over in 2013, and I had that same dream for about a year. I had that dream for about a year. I'm not joking, guys. I'm being honest as a shoot. I am telling you, I had that same dream. No difference every single time I would sleep for a whole year. And I'm not saying a whole year like the entire 2013, but a 12-month period, guys. So if the dream started in May, it escalated all the way till the other April or May. So about a year, right? And it just stopped. I never knew what it was about. It was that same constant dream over and over. I don't know what that about. Was it me being scared? Was that the message behind it? Or I don't know, was it a message that someone's gonna be in the cemetery soon, or someone's gonna die? I don't know what that dream meant. No one died that I cared about. I don't know. It's very weird, but I remember having that dream over and over and over, repeatedly for a year. I don't know what it meant. I still don't know. But now, up to date, a few months back, sometime last year in 2019, I had a dream. And it really scared me when I woke up from this dream. It was very emotional for me because it was about my daughter. I had this dream where I'm somewhere, maybe the lake. I don't know. It doesn't look like it was this lake that we've been to. Maybe it's somewhere else, a made up fictional lake in my head. I don't know, whatever. But we're in somewhere of a lake park area. I'm with my brother and my daughter's there. And because I'm talking to my brother in my dream, we're talking, the baby's there. And she runs to the lake, and I run after her, and she falls into the water. And then I jump in, right? I jump in to save her, of course. But then I wake up when I jump in to save her. Okay? That's one of those dreams. The first, because this was the second dream I had about her in the water. The first one, now that I'm telling the story, it came to mind more refreshing. It's the same concept at a park, lake, recreation thing outside, talking to my brother. But now it's like we're in the edge. It's like we're on a mountaintop and we're edge, and you fall off the cliff, you fall into the lake type of thing, okay? So this time I trip in this dream and my leg is caught on the edge. So I'm dangling off the edge, right, with my leg. Okay, and I'm trying to pull myself back up. My brother reaches and gives me his hand so I can reach for it and he could pull me up. When he's doing that to save me, my daughter, I don't know, just trying to save me in my dream. She jumps over the cliff, right? And in the dream, I tell my brother, F me, jump and save her. So he dives in to save her. My foot gets loose from off the edge, so I immediately fall off into the lake. When I dive into the lake, I get my little girl and I wake up from the fear. I don't want these dreams of people drowning because it's not only her. But I remember waking up emotional from these two dreams, and I shared it with my wife. And being afraid. I don't know. Maybe we go to the lake too much and it's a fear that one of those times is going to happen. I don't know. I know it won't happen because I know how cautious we are. So that's not even a concern because I know how cautious we are. We take care of her. We make sure that doesn't happen. But for these dreams, it's still emotional. You can't help it. But then that was months ago. Those dreams were separate months apart. Those two dreams were separate months apart, sometime in 2019. But recently, a few days ago, I had a dream, maybe about 4 or 5 days ago. I had a dream that we were in the kitchen. There's a few of us. I don't really recall who was there, but I remember my brother was there and I was there, obviously. Everyone else didn't have a point to the story in my dream. But there's these two ginormous pipes, right? And so kind of like in the Mario video games where he goes into the pipes, right? Right? There's... No. Now I remember even more correctly. No, it's coming back to me now. We weren't even in the kitchen. We were in some giant swimming pool. And on the edge, you have those pipe gimmicks. And you can walk around them on top like Mario and jump it. Something like that. But it was way up high. The water pool was here and the pipe was high up, right? And something fell into the pipe or something, right? And my brother was curious to see what's inside the set pipe, and we don't know where that pipe leads to. It could lead to you drowning inside for all we know. Who knows? But for whatever reason, right, my brother takes the courage to jump into the pipe like Mario and go into the pipes sewer. And I don't know, after a minute, everyone's telling me, go after him. He could be drowning there. What if he can't come back? So I stand in the pipe. Thinking twice in my dream. Because I'm thinking, I have a child. I have a wife. I cannot drown. Because of them. I can't risk. But then it's like, it's my brother. I gotta try to save him. What if he's drowning inside the pipe? So it just ends like that, on a cliffhanger. It ends on a cliffhanger. My dream ends when I wake up. I think my wife woke me up because I told her to wake me up at a certain time. She didn't know she was breaking my dream. So it just ends like that, on a cliffhanger. I don't know what my decision was. Did I go into the pipe to save my brother? Did I save him? Or did he drown inside the pipes? Who knows? But I remember I woke up and texted him to make sure he was okay. He said he's fine. I took that and maybe it could be a possible sign, that he was drowning in real life in the tub, or he was dying or something. I don't know. But these dreams are weird and I just thought I'd share them with you. I also had no new other material to talk about, let's be honest. So thanks for listening, y'all. I hope you enjoyed these stories and rants. I hope it was entertaining for you all. If so, click the like button. It will help. Subscribe, share with anyone, and you all have a good day, y'all. Good night. It's good, y'all. Good night, y'all.